All right, thank you much, Thomas. 6:36 is the time. Right now, Utah's extreme drought is reducing the state's mule deer and elk population, and that could change the way you hunt this fall. Wildlife experts say not only is the drought decreasing how many deer and elk there are, it's also making them smaller because there's less food to eat. So if you plan to hunt this season, there are some changes you need to know before you go. Joining us with more on what hunters can expect is Covey Jones, the big game coordinator for Utah's Division of Wildlife Resources. Covey, appreciate you being with us here today. This is one of those drought consequences people don't necessarily think of.
Yeah, the impact of drought on wildlife, especially mule deer, we've seen it a lot over the last 5 years as we cycle through wet and dry periods. But especially, 2018 was a bad one, and now again, it reduces survival and impacts populations, impacts antler growth, impacts a lot of different things.
So walk me through how the drought then affects the deer. What's that domino effect?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So in a deer's life cycle, everything is driven by nutrition, right? The higher nutrition, the more fat a deer is able to put on, the better they can escape predators, the better they overwinter, and the more potential they have to produce healthy fawns, and the more potential bucks have to grow big antlers. Antlers are considered a secondary growth characteristic, and so antler growth potential is only met after all the other deer's needs are met. So for mule deer, really to have healthy herds, you've got to have a lot of quality forage on the landscape. We've been lucky to get the monsoons, and that has definitely helped out. But our winter ranges are still looking pretty rough, and we have some concerns.
So when you explain it, it makes a lot of sense. How do you combat that?
Yeah, you keep doing habitat restoration. So the division's very active in habitat restoration. We go in and we manage landscapes in order to get the most out of the landscape that we can. We work with our federal and state partners, and we keep doing that, and it just puts more groceries on the landscape, right? More of the right groceries on the landscape for deer, for elk. And the more we do that, the more landscape we restore and manage, the more chances those animals have to get quality forage, even during times of drought. But other than that, you hope for the right time moisture.
I like that you call it groceries. I can just envision a deer or an elk going to get like a loaf of bread or some cans of soup at the grocery store.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, real quick before we let you go, what does this mean for hunters? What should they do differently because of the situation?
It just means that they might not see, definitely populations are down, especially for deer. They might not see the numbers that they've seen in the past. They're also going to see fewer hunters. This doesn't mean that there aren't good, high quality, large antlered mule deer on the landscape. It just means that on average, they expect things to be down a little bit.
They give us an inside idea of what to expect with the drought, and of course the hunt is Covey Jones with Utah's Division of Wildlife Resources. A pleasure talking to you, Covey.
Thank you. Appreciate it.